Basically, about 2 years ago, after we went to the Singapore Toys and Games Convention, a few of us thought, we don't have something similar here, like with Western comics convention kind of style. So we thought, why don't we have it at home? Not let have Singapore everything lah. So basically, it's about a year and a half in the planning. Work with Buzz and Ivan and comic. If I say, to bring this event together. There have been a lot more anime-centric events. We weren't sure at first whether, like I said, the audience would come, but as over the last 2 days have proven, there's definitely still a huge interest in all forms of comics and games and basically as a popular culture kind of event. So that's been really good.
I'm Bas. I handle more on the game side. So we had a few events lined up and has happened. Thankfully, went pretty well. We had Garena handling League of Legends. Basically, it's a 5 versus 5 kind of LAN party games, and they have it for the whole day, Saturday and Sunday. So basically, that's one of it. Besides that, we have 24 hours game deathon, where we actually have almost 20 participated and stayed out overnight in library to develop a game in 24 hours, which is quite a challenge. Besides that, we had panel talks. We had people from Ubisoft Singapore, Fly Studio bring down their director for Tekken Blood Vengeance, Yuichi-san, and also we have Codemaster Studio currently giving talks up there. Malaysian studio, been around for 6 years for them. We have other smaller studios as well coming every now and then to support the event. So that's for game sites.
I'm representing Pecomic, which is the Penggiat Comic Malaysia. Penggiat Comic Malaysia is the organization or the association for all the comic artists and cartoonists in Malaysia. I'm Faisal, by the way. I'm the vice president. Vice President Aizan. I'm the regular face every year. I'm doing the hosting. I'm doing the MCing. We entertain people and giving away awards every year for the anugerah Pecomic. I'm glad that you use the word market because we are not yet industry. Because to be in a comic industry, we have to be industrial, meaning that every week or every month we have a very steady line of
constant releases.
Constant releases and those kind of stuff like
Publication.
The Americans and the Japanese. We're going there because some of our talents have already done it overseas. As you can see, Tan Huat, Billy Tan is from Penang. Tan Huat is from Penang, I think.
Yeah,
but he's from Malaysia for sure. Okay, he's already been there and still going strong. I mean, we have the potential, we have the talents, we're heading right there. And there are even some unsung heroes. This year, 2012, is the 4th Anugerah Comic or the Comic Awards. So this is the 4th time, me hosting it for the 3rd time. The first one is in 2009, back in 2009 during the book fair. That was the first time.
Hi, okay. I'm Ivan, program leader of KDU's new course, the Inventor of Games Development. And we're actually the venue sponsors. We're just the venue sponsors. They actually came up to us and asked us whether they could use our venue. So we thought, since it's in line with KDU's new movement, we're trying to connect more with the youth nowadays, and it's a perfect event for the things that the youngsters love nowadays. I think on behalf of KDU, I think I'd say we quite like the crowd. We love the crowd. We love the events that went on. There was a lot of like master classes, things that were educational as well as fun. The youngsters that came here, I think they went home with something more than just things they bought.
I think initially the challenges were that because it's the first of its kind. So if you went to a bigger sponsor, for example, because you have got that track record, so that would have been a challenge at first. But we're very persistent people. So, I had a very good team supporting me, so it worked out really, really well. So we got past the challenges.
I mean, that's the whole point of having this event, this convention. We have to start from somewhere. If somebody like Leah or anyone in the team then came out and start this kind of event, we won't go to the bigger ones, right? We want to go to the bigger ones.
Starting point to grow, basically.
Yeah.
I think that judging from the really positive response that we've had over the weekend, that a lot of people took so much out of the event, and not just like say, seeing independent creators and how talented Malaysians are from all the different aspects, but they got to meet their heroes, which is what we said, where your heroes are. It doesn't have to be really like huge superstar kind of thing, but we had such support from the community and
Here you go.
Stay busy.
yeah, still supporting.
Having the homegrown success stories bring back to Malaysia, like Billy Tan coming all the way from Australia.
Yeah, it hasn't been to a Malaysian comic event for quite some time, 10, 12 years. So for him, to grace our event was a really, to show that Malaysians are out there doing really, really good work. And not only that, internationally, now we have a lot of attention because of, not just Southeast Asia, but we've had a bunch of people say, you have to do it next year. You really have to do it next year. So we're like, okay. So we'll think
about the date. I can tell you it's 2013, definitely.
Yeah, it took us a year and a half.
That's final.
That's final.
Basically, we want to say really, really a big, big thank you for all those who supported us from in whatever capacity, whether everyone comes here or tweeting about it, putting it on Facebook, and just getting it. Basically, it's viral marketing that we managed to get so much interest out of that.
The power of the fanboy.
That's right, and it was great that our guests agreed to come here, and they had a wonderful time. And they said if next year they wouldn't mind coming back again.
So what is the biggest biggest event that IGD has been involved with? It was awesome. I'll say in terms of my personal feedback, the feedback I get from people who came for the games and the comic event that I know of is basically it's a very simple, humble, but packed with awesomeness kind of event. So people like how we organize things, how we break down the different masterclass, the talks, the workshops, the different days and the slots and whatnot. So they love that, and of course there's a few improvements we could make, knowing the logistics and whatnot. But so far it's been great. Yep.
First and foremost, I've been saying this every year. I'm going to say it again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are growing. We are ever growing, and hopefully by next year we can still continue our good relationship. Yes, and make it bigger. We have to grow. We have to grow and popular. You're popular now. Yeah, even popular than before.
We'll talk about it after the holiday.